I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
What is up, North Carolina, America? If you listen, it is your boy Craig, otherwise known as faqthemadness. I am traveling towards Greenville, North Carolina, which I do about twice a week. I've been doing it for quite a while because I'm going to donate plasma. And all I have to say is, boy, is it cold. It is cold today. It's probably like 27 degrees. If you look on my phone, it says something about, winter snow warnings.
3 hours later.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know. The hell. Starting at like 5 o'clock. Now, I know North Carolina. I ran a call center for a year and a half, 2 years. And I remember the town shutting down, the area shutting down. So it's not like there's going to be a lot of people out today. So I was able to get an appointment. I locked it in, I locked it in, but it's 2 hours away. Hour and a half, 2 hours away. And so I'm just gonna go see if I can scoop up a time. It's one day past the inauguration. We have a new president. I thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't really watch anything. I'm going to go back and watch a couple of things. Maybe see what he's going to be, what he intends to be working on. But you know how people kind of look at the first 100 days of an administration, presidency. And I was thinking, like, he's already been there and done that. Does that mean that he should be already ready for the task and just get in and just start getting shit done? Many of you guys will understand that I am a Democrat. I have some very conservative ideas, but I also have some very liberal ideas. I'm somewhere in the middle, and I don't take that to mean that I don't think that to mean that I'm very wishy-washy. I am very, very solid on what my core values are. And I was talking to my mom. It's funny, even though I know that my mom suffers from Alzheimer's, there is still that wisdom that she has deep down inside of her, and I can still kind of ping thoughts off of her, and I can still know that she's in there thinking the way that she has. But there's only certain time that disease gets in the way of all of the other things that she has done. Would my mother had rather that she done other things that situated her financially in a certain way? I'm sure she may have those concerns. But it turns out that she instilled in me. I didn't think I was going to get emotional about that, but my mother has instilled in me the ability to make up the difference for what she didn't do. And that's a God thing. It's not a me thing. I know she had a very good part in it, but my mother prayed constantly for her actions as well as those of my sister. So, by the grace of God, my mother is fine. She doesn't have to worry about anything because she, even though despite somebody or multiple people attacked the finances that she had and scammed her for far too long. I wish I would have gotten wind of it sooner. I don't know why I didn't know before, because it's a thing that the whole thing about it is scammers put you in this situation where you're ashamed of the things that you are doing, particularly when you are giving money to somebody who you don't know, under the belief that something else is going to happen. The prize, the carrot at the end of that stick. They took advantage of my mother, and my mother's mental capacity was being diminished. So thank God we were able to first stop it, put a lockdown on all the things scam related, and then move forward. But when I think it's so interesting, like when you guys, especially when you have multiple family members, like we did, it just so happens that my sister and I think very differently, but we were looking at the same thing with very different eyes. And when I began to dig and figure things out, then that's when we kind of put a lockdown on it. So now we work closer together to make sure she's safe. She has a partner. I call him Coach because he coached me when I was a child in basketball. He's always had a thing for my mom, and life full circle brought it back around where they are now reliant or, committed to each other on many levels. Now, I don't know what that necessarily means as far as, whether they're going to get married or not, who knows? But for now, they do well by each other and for each other. So I believe to this day it's a good thing. So this kind of turned out to be something way different than what I was thinking. It's another mad discussion. I'm not mad. I have a lot of questions. And in that is some pain. There is some pain and happiness. I think I got a little emotional over recognizing the value that exists in the tool that that God has been able to create in me for my mother's sake. And that hopefully, even though there was some turmoil, some angst that went along in trying to figure all this stuff, but once I got my hands on it, I figured out that it was okay. And now, despite all of the issues, we are way better off than when we started. So they were tears of joy more than of sorrow or pain or worry or anything like that. I'm not a person that really worries too much about things. In fact, my wife will tell me all the time, that I balance her, because she always is like, gotta get this done, maybe make this happen, what we're gonna do, and she has to control everything. And I'm able to recognize quite quickly when I don't have the ability to control something. I just live and let go, or as some people say, live and let God, right? Our business has changed slightly. I mean, it's going to be fairly significant, but we have to cut down the eBay, the reseller business. We have to cut it down because it's not doing what it used to. Physically, my body is not, I'm not quite like I was when we first started. Thank God we got the 2.5, 3 years that we got out of it. But, I mean, it's time to move on to something different. And I do truly believe that Drone Hand Solutions is going to be that solution, which is why I put the word solutions in there for me, as well as my family, my responsibility to, financially contribute. Although I would like to share some of the very foundational steps of what I'm doing, I still have to kind of keep things a little close to the cuff, if you will. So, is that how you say it? Close to the cuff? Keep it here and not throw everything out there. So, it's another mad discussion. It was quick. Had a couple things I didn't expect that was going to be discussed. Please give us a like if you like this content. I'd love to be able to do more. I travel twice a week, so sometimes it's a mad discussion. It's my anecdotal discussion. That means that it's just kind of off the cuff, maybe something that comes to my mind that I think about, not always grounded or rooted in fact, something that I still may have to research and find the actual answers to. but I can develop some ideas based on what I'm thinking. Help the algorithm out, let YouTube know that you dig this content. And then it also kind of is something that I can do, that I can share with the other project that I have going on, which I think we're going to name, we may have thought about what we're going to name it, Web of Facts. And that's FAQS. Well, thank you very much for you guys who made it to the end of this video. It is your boy, Craig, otherwise known as Fact the Madness. And like I say all the time, whether you be on the right side or the left side, ideologically, politically, whatever, all I ask is that you meet me here somewhere in the middle. Because if we insist on staying on the opposite ends of an issue, we will never find that space where we can come to an agreement. Divided, we will fail, but united, we will prevail. With that in mind, we'll see you on the next show. Peace.
Thank you for watching. If you have a video you'd like for us to cover, use the submit link in the description or pinned comment. If you enjoyed this one, consider subscribing and hit the bell to be notified of future content. Be sure to check out all of the other content we have for your edutainment. We will continue to respectfully exercise our First Amendment rights and publish the interactions we have with government officials. Remember to like, share, and leave a comment. It's the easiest way for you to let us know your thoughts about our channel.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,